boys and girls, lads and lassies. I'm here to tell you the story of a goose that laid some very, very special eggs. This goose's name was Henrietta, and her owner was Farmer Brown, and they loved each other. Henrietta would follow Farmer Brown all around, and Farmer Brown would sit down with her, pet her, and give her her favorite things to eat, greens, oats, and all kinds of other little treats. They loved each other. And Henrietta did one other thing for Farmer Brown. Every morning he would come out, and there would be an egg or two for Farmer Brown to gather for his breakfast. So, let's see how she lays her eggs. You see, Farmer Brown comes out in the morning. And this morning when he came out, he found a very, very special egg. He found a golden egg. And Farmer Brown was happy because gold is worth lots of money. And Farmer Brown thought, wow, I might be rich. So the next morning he comes out, and sure enough, Henrietta had laid another golden egg. Now it's Wednesday, and Farmer Brown comes out, and he looks, and sure enough, there is another golden egg. And Farmer Brown thought, I'm really going to be rich, this is wonderful, and he loved Henrietta so much. Then Thursday came, he came out, and he saw another golden egg. And now Farmer Brown started to get a little greedy. So he told Henrietta, Henrietta, when I come out tomorrow, I'd like you to lay not one golden egg, but I'd like 2 or 3 golden eggs, just like you used to lay regular eggs for me. So give me 2 or 3 golden eggs, okay, Henrietta? And he went back in the house, and Friday morning came, and he came out, and he looked, and he saw 1 golden egg. Put that away, but there were no more. And he got angry at his beloved pet Henrietta, and he yelled at Henrietta, and he said, Henrietta, I told you I wanted 2 or 3 golden eggs, not 1. What's the matter with you? You're not listening to me now, so no good food for you today, no treats. Now you better have more than 1 for me tomorrow. Saturday came, and he was looking forward to getting 2 or 3 or 4 golden eggs. He came out, and there was 1 golden egg. And now Farmer Brown was very angry, and he took Henrietta, and he locked Henrietta up in the shed and saying, you're a bad goose. You're not laying the golden eggs like I asked. You only gave me 1. I wanted more. And then he told her, you better have a lot more for me tomorrow, or else maybe it'll be the cooking pot for you, Henrietta. And he took his eggs, and he went to town, and he sold them for lots of money. And he came out Sunday morning. He looked. He opened the shed, because he didn't give Henrietta any food. And there was Henrietta. And he saw that Henrietta laid a golden egg. He took it, but he wasn't happy. And he started yelling at Henrietta again. And he was threatening to put Henrietta in the pot to cook her. And he saw a little tear come down Henrietta's eye. And all of a sudden, Farmer Brown realized something. He loved Henrietta, but he wasn't treating Henrietta with love. He was being greedy. He was being mean. He was hurting Henrietta's feelings. And Farmer Brown looked at Henrietta, and he hugged her, and he said, oh, Henrietta, I'm so sorry the way I've been behaving. I love you so much, and you're worth more than all the golden eggs in the world. You see, Farmer Brown, you might say, had a change of heart. And that's what we need to do, boys and girls. We need to have changes of heart too. We can't be greedy. But then Farmer Brown took Henrietta. He took her in, and he gave her all her favorite foods. And Henrietta then told Farmer Brown that she was almost out of golden eggs, but she thinks she had one more left in her that she would give him tomorrow. So Henrietta went on out and sat on her bucket, her nest. And Farmer Brown came out the next day. And he picked up Henrietta. And he gave Henrietta a great big hug. And then he looked in the basket. And there in the basket was one final golden egg. A great big golden egg. You see, Farmer Brown realized that love was so much more important than greed. Love was more important than all the golden eggs in the world. But because he loved Henrietta, he still had